All right, hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. We're going to go ahead and come on up to our feet to begin. All righty, go ahead and just walk the feet underneath the hips, soft bend the knees. We're going to do our spinal cord breathing to start. So you'll breathe in, circle the arms around, bring your palms, forearms together, and then gently exhale. Tuck yourself into a ball, bow the head down, pull the hips under. On your inhale, lift and open. Nice deep breath through the nose, engage the glutes, lift your heart, turn your head to the sky, divide the shoulders. We get about 3 to 5 cycles here. Exhale, tucking down into a ball. Nice slow exhale. Inhale, lift and open. Just find your own rhythm. Another 2 cycles after this. Pause near the top and bottom of each breath. Very good. Breathe in confidence, faith, hope for the humanity. Exhale, stress, worry. Practice bringing yourself into presence. Connect to your breathing. Let's go one more cycle through. Nice long exhale. And on that next inhale, just release the hands. Come on up to standing. All right, fantastic. From there, we're just going to start to get a little bit more rotation through the spine. Start with the arms away from the body. Turn your head and shoulders. Very good. After a few times with the arms away, now start to allow your arms to bend at the elbows. Have your hands slightly tap or lightly tap the front of the torso and back of the torso. See if you can time the contact with your arms with your exhale. Good, nice and smooth. Get a nice warm up for the spine here. Get that circulation going through your spine. Good, we're going to change it up so that the front hand is going to come up at the top of the lungs, right in front of the shoulders. Back hand still continues the lower aspect of the torso. Good, so coordinating that breathing. Let's get one more on each side on the shoulder level, and then we'll take the front hand back down to the front of the torso. Good. Excellent. Nice and smooth. Arms are just heavy. Very good. About 1 or 2 more taps, and then we'll slowly unwind. So then go back to arms away from the body. Feel the flow. Just nice and steady. Gradually bring yourself down to a stop. Fantastic. Readjust the feet. We're going to do our, what do we call them? Our like snow globe toe touches. So soft bend those knees. Just imagine you're in that snow globe. We're going to trace the outside, warming up the body. Engage those glutes. Look on up to the sky at the top 2 to 3 times, and then we'll change directions. Just kind of feeling the perimeter of your reach here. That breathing fluid, and then after about 3, go ahead and reverse it, take it the other direction. Soft bend the knees throughout. Nice and relaxed. Fantastic. One more time. Down, up, and around. Very nice. From here, we're going to start to make our way down to the floor. We're going to open up our hips and shoulders before we go into the first piece. If your mobility is a challenge, you might want to use a yoga block when we come down onto the lunge position. So from here, standing up nice and tall, let's go ahead and step your right foot forward, left foot back. If you're stable here in your feet, you're going to reach your arms up to overhead. Keep that front heel planted, and then nice and controlled, you're going to bring that back knee down to the ground. Very good. Keep those arms up to overhead. Lift your chest, squeeze the glute, gently shift that back hip forward, keeping that front heel planted. Couple of breaths here. And then when you're ready, you're going to come down out of that overhead reach. Take your right elbow on the inside of the right knee and slide down the shin. This is where you might want to use the block here. Hover by the instep. Bowing the head down. Just take about 2 to 3 breaths, inviting that outer right hip to open. Good. From there, we're going to go into a few reach backs, open the mid back. So start with your right hand. You're going to crawl it underneath that left arm, seeing how far you can reach. And then you're going to rotate back. Lift up and out of your left shoulder. Reach that right hand back behind you, following with your gaze. We're going to go 3 times on this arm. Taking your time on those end ranges. So how far can I reach underneath my left arm? And then lifting up, rotating back, pausing in that open position. One more time. See if you can time the breathing. So you breathe in as you reach under your body, and then nice, smooth, long exhale as you open and rotate. Very good. Before we switch legs, we're going to do the same thing with the opposite arm. So now you'll take your left arm, crawl the fingers underneath your right leg. And same idea from there. Lift up out of your right hand, rotate to the left, peering up. This is usually a little bit stiffer on this side. 3 times here, taking your time, reaching under, and rotate through. Fantastic. One more. Very good. Once you finish that rotation, we're going to extend your right leg. Just gently sit back onto the heel of the left leg and extend out the right leg. Just a gentle hamstring stretch here. So use your upper body to support. Couple of breaths. Very good. And then we're going to square the right shin to the shoulders, and we're going to come into pigeon on the right side, that right foot forward. Square the hips and shoulders, extend that back left leg. Spend about 20 seconds here in pigeon. You can stay up high with the arms extended. You can come down low onto the forearms. Just make sure you don't drop into that hip. So stay engaged. Just gradually inviting that hip to open, should not be painful. Very good. And then when you're ready, you're going to sit down onto your right hip and bring that back leg around for seated twist. Start by just hugging that left leg in, hugging the left thigh into the chest. Sit nice and tall out of the spine. Very good. And you can take that left hand, reach it behind you, crawl the fingers around, and work your right elbow on the front of the left thigh as well. Turn the head. Let's hold this twist for 3 breaths, and then we're going to go back to the start and switch sides. Very good. After that next breath, gradually unwind yourself. We're going to come back up to standing, and it's going to be your left leg forward that we start with that lunge. Making your way back up to standing. Good job. So standing nice and tall on the mat. This time you're going to step your left foot forward, kind of come into that lunge position. Have that front heel firmly planted. Reach those arms up to overhead. And then when you're ready, left heel planted, slowly lowering that back knee down to the floor. Very good. Once you're planted on that right knee, staying tall here, lifting the chest and shift the hip forward. Squeeze the glute on that trail leg. Eyes up, chest up, holding for a couple of breaths. And when you're ready, bring that left elbow on the inside of the left knee, using the block or pillow if you choose. Slide down the instep, hovering by the ankle. Two to three breaths here, opening that outer left hip as you breathe. And then when you're ready, we'll go into our reach back, starting with your left hand. Crawl underneath that right arm. Feel that end range, and then up and open. Rotate back. Follow that left hand with your gaze. Good. Breathe in as you walk that hand under the opposite arm, and nice, smooth exhale as you lift up and rotate. One more. Curl it under, reach, and lift and open. Very good. Once you've gone 3 on the left arm, same thing on the right. Crawling the right hand underneath your left leg. Lifting up out of that left shoulder. Rotate, peering up. Good. Twice more. Breathe in, crawl the hand under. And exhale, open. Beautiful. One more. Fantastic. Once you finish there, we'll go into that hamstring stretch on the left leg. Nice and gradual. Sink your hips back so you're sitting back on the right, left, nice and outstretched. Good. Staying tall and long through the spine. You can pull the toes back of the left leg. Just gently bow forward. Good. When you're ready, making your way into pigeon on the left. Square the shin. You're going to square it to your shoulders. Coming on down. Nice and strong, opening through that outer hip. When you come on down to the forearms, you can. And then when you're ready, go ahead and sit onto that left side and swing that back leg around, hugging that right thigh into the chest. Hold the spine as you hug this leg in now, as you look over that right shoulder. When you're ready, you can use that right hand, reach back behind you, curl those fingers around and start to work that left elbow on the front of the right thigh. Turn the head, lengthen through the spine as you inhale. Continue to hold that length and just see if you can go a hair farther into that twist as you exhale. 2 more breaths. And unwind from there. Very nice. Come out of that twist. Let's go ahead and come onto your back for a moment. Gradually lower on down. We'll give a little bit more stretch for the low back and hips. And then we'll make our way up to get started here. So you can just hug both legs in, rock yourself side to side. We'll make our way from double knee to chest into 2 knee twists. So arms out to the side, legs up at 90 degrees. Lower the legs to one side, turn the head, looking over that opposite shoulder. And then sweep it up and across. Same thing, other side. Good. Once more each way. And back to the first side. Or sorry, second side. Second time, second side. Very nice. As you finish that 2 knee twist, go ahead and set the feet about the width of your mat. We're going to take 5 glute bridges here. Activate the back side, open up the front side. Pull the chin in towards the chest. Nice and smooth. Drive those hips up and forward. Pausing at the top for about 2 seconds. And then nice and smooth, taking it down. Good. 5 total reps. Great time, just close those eyes, give the eyes a break. Tap into your body. Feeling the body move, giving some attention to your glutes, seeing how much of that muscle fiber in the backside of your body you can wake up. Squeezing that bum. Good. 1 or 2 more. Down, all the way up. Looking to avoid any kind of pinching in the front of the hips or the low back. If you're getting a pinch, just lower the hips down so you can avoid that. Last time. Very good. Once you finish that glute bridge, just go ahead and make your way onto all fours. We'll do a couple cat-cows into down dog, and then we'll inchworm our way up to our feet. So nice wide handprints. Turn the toes under. Exhale, pull that chin to the chest. And inhale, gently arch. Draw the shoulders back and down. Very good. Nice, smooth exhale. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Very good. Let's take it through 1 more series. I'm going to add in some mid-back rotations because we do have some overhead work in our first series. So while we're down on hands and knees, let's go ahead and make a nice wide handprint with your right hand. Take the left hand behind the head. You're going to close down, bring one elbow to the opposite elbow, then lift up out of that bottom shoulder, rotate, looking up towards the sky. Breathe in as you close the elbow to the opposite elbow, and then just gently exhale as you lift and rotate. Let's get between 5 and 8 on each side. Very good. Pausing in that open position, peering up over that elbow. Maybe 1 more, and then we'll switch sides. And before we switch sides, we'll just take a moment, toes together, knees divide, drop on back into child's position. Give another good opening for that mid back, and a nice stretch for the lats, reaching those arms nice and long in front of your body. And you can gently rotate your body side to side. Good. Jean, good to have you. If you're able to turn the camera on, always great to be able to see you're moving. Help you with your movements. After that child's position, come on back up to all fours, and then we'll go those quadruped rotations. Thank you, on the opposite hand. So right hand this side, this time, hand behind the head, elbow to elbow, lift up, rotate, peering up over that elbow. 5 to 8 here. Breathe in to close. Exhale as you open. Fantastic. Follow that elbow with the gaze, peering up, rotating through. Looks great. Yep, a little stiff through there. Nice. Fantastic. Down and up. And if you notice that this is like a stiff area for yourself, if you get stiffness in your mid back commonly, this would be a great exercise. Just include into your daily routine. All right. Once you finish those 5 to 8 rotations on your right side, come on back to all fours. Turn the toes under, drive those hips high, and gently pulse that mid back between your arms. Thinking about pushing your heart towards your thighs as you draw that chin in towards the chest. Breathe in as you rock forward, and then gently exhale, push back into that down dog position, and then go ahead and walk out the heels. Lower one heel down, and then the other. Fantastic. All right, when you're ready, start to inchworm your way up, walking the feet towards the hands, walking the hands towards the feet. Go ahead and just don't rush the toe touch. So you can hang on down, keeping a soft bend in the knees, and then gradually come up about 1 second at a time, tucking the hips under, making your way up to standing. Very good. Once you get on up to standing, let's grab a drink of water. We're getting ready for a circuit. We're gonna have 3 rounds. We're gonna be doing an overhead press on your left side. If you weren't here yesterday and you wanna include some squats in your workout today, then I recommend a single arm thruster, left arm thruster, squatting down all the way up to overhead. So as you're coming up to standing, before we jump into that, we're gonna stretch a couple more things, starting with the quad. So standing up nice and tall, you can practice some balance here. Grab onto one foot, pulling that heel towards the glute. Hold this one for 20. As you're stretching the front side of the body, still try to fire the back side. So try to squeeze the glute on the leg that you're stretching. 2, 1, and set that side down. In between legs, take a nice wide base stance. Let's open up those inner thighs. Root down into those feet, grip those toes down, push the knees out, keep that chest tall. And think about drawing these shoulders back and down. Back to the center, feel free to relax the arms, and then sinking to the other side. Push that big toe down, drive the knee out, reaching straight out. Very nice. We'll go 1 more time each direction. Really key, push that big toe down. Take your time, sink into that single leg lunge here, side lunge, and even it out. Second time, second side. Fantastic. Finish it out, walk those legs back in, and now quad stretch other side. Set it down, lift everything up, and grab that foot. Nice. All right, so we're gonna be going left arm overhead press or thruster into a left arm dumbbell row. Then we switch arms, right arm overhead press or the thruster with the squat, right arm dumbbell row. Then we'll be working some cross crawl patterns and blood flow in between sets. Go and shake out that leg, sit on down. Even if you're not gonna do squats in the workout portion, let's warm up a couple here. So set the feet about hip width apart, slight toe out, reach those arms out as you sink on down, driving those knees wide. Eyes up, chest up, drive through your legs, come on up to this top, 3 to 5. Taking your time in the bottom, you can pause down there, really feel that bottom position. Try not to lose the engagement through the midline. Good. Knees drive wide, sinking down. Just gonna come take a peek. Nice crew. 1 or 2 more. Eyes up, sink back. Fantastic. All righty, very good. And from there, let's reach up to overhead. Elongate through your body, soften those knees, and just take a little side stretch. Breathe in back to center, same thing other way, taking it to the side. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and grab the weight that you want to start with. Again, we're going to be working for 30 seconds. Overhead press, with or without the squat, into a bent arm or a bent over dumbbell row. All right, we'll start here in about 15 seconds. So once again, feel free to add that squat in if you'd like. Starting in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So without the squat, you just stand tall, push straight up to overhead. If you want to include that squat, you'll sink back and drive from there. Good. Elbow forward. Nice and strong. There you go. Good. Nice full extension overhead. Push straight up. And 2, 1, and rest and rotate. So if you're on your left side, go ahead and step your left foot back. You're gonna bring your right forearm down to the thigh. And 2, 1, here we go. Pull that elbow up and in. Breathe in as you reach forward. Exhale as you drive that elbow high. And you're gonna be looking straight down at your front foot, having a nice neutral head position. You got drawing the chin in. Good. Reach down. Pull through. Very nice. 10 seconds left. Good. There you go. Maybe one more up and in. Squeeze that elbow high and take a rest. Good job. Set it down, shake it out. We're going to go same thing on the other side. Starting with that overhead press or thruster on the right arm. All right, set the feet and 3, 2, 1, begin. So again, you can add the squat. Or just staying tall. Excellent, good. Great squats, crew. Nice overhead press, Sharon. Just squeeze the booty as you press high. Keeping the abdomen strong. 10 seconds. Excellent. And 2, 1, rest and rotate. Take a nice long step forward with your left foot. Right foot comes back. Come on down to the forearm. 2, 1, here we go. Elbow high on that row. And also focus on keeping a nice long neck here. So what I mean by that is I want to keep my shoulder down out of the ear. Think about retracting it back on the rib cage. I like to give some attention to that little finger and that ring finger. Try to pull those fingers nice and high. Good. Forward, draw it up. And 2, 1, and take a pause. Go ahead and set it down. We're going into our cross crawl patterns next. So we'll go 30 seconds of cross crawl, 30 seconds of a little bit faster blood flow. Alternating knee to elbow, lifting up through your midline. Exhale as you draw the knee across the body. Good. Super. Showing control as you pull that elbow in towards the knee. Good. Lifting up out of the hips. Maybe one more each side. Very good. From there, step or jump jacks. Nice. Smile. Take on the day. 15 seconds left. Good. Couple more jumps. 2, 1, and take a rest. Awesome job. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back for the second of 3 rounds. Go ahead and grab a drink. Make any changes to the weights that you're using. All right, nice work. 15 seconds, we'll be back on your left arm, either overhead press or thruster. And as you start to get heavier on the overhead press, you can do a little quarter squat, turn it into a little push press. 3, 2, 1, round 2. Option for the squat. Excellent. Midline strong as you reach up to overhead. Watch so you're not arching the spine. Good, halfway. Nice, good, Sharon. Great rhythm, Kathy. One or two more. And take the rest, good job. Bend over row, same side of the body. Step that left foot back, right foot forward. And 2, 1, here we go. Pulling that elbow high above the torso. Breathe in to reach forward. Exhale on that pull through. Thinking about that ring finger. How high can you pull that ring finger? Good. Two more. And 2, 1, and take a pause. Come on up out of that. 10 seconds, and we'll start the opposite side of the body. Back to your right arm. Overhead press or thruster. Set the feet. And 2, 1, here we go. Feel free to add that squat or the little quarter squat. Good job. Exhale as you drive it up to overhead. Nice. Woo. Staying with it, keeping your eyes up, looking straight forward. Good, 5 seconds. And 2, 1, and transition. Bend over row, right side. Left foot forward, right foot steps back. Starting in 2, 1, here we go. Pull through with that elbow. Neutral head position. Excellent. Halfway. That focus, keep that pause, building the strength in that mid back. Keeping that good upright posture. Let's get 2 more. High elbow pause. Last one, reaching forward, pull it up and in, and set it down. Good job. Coming up to our feet for our cross crawl. We're gonna go behind the body this time, lifting everything up and together, trying to reach for the foot behind the body. Good. Make sure you establish that stability. Gripping the foot down, lifting up. Excellent. Woo. Really feel that hamstring activate as you reach across. So you can grab the whole heel with your hand. Woo. Maybe 1 more each side. We're gonna take it either into a march or a running high knee. Here we go. 30 seconds till that rest break. So either march or nice jog in place. Fantastic. Nice and smooth, relaxing at the ankle. Letting that heel graze down. Good, 10 seconds. Keep that chest tall, head up. 2, 1, and pause. Nice, good job, Cosmo. All right, grab a drink, 30 seconds. We'll be into our 3rd and final round. All right, 15 seconds. Final round coming up. Back the left side of the body. Set those feet. Toes pointing straight ahead if you're doing the overhead press. Slight toe out if you're squatting. Ready, begin. So push those knees wide if you're squatting. Even if you're doing a little dip and drive, keep those knees out. Weight planted through the heels. Awesome. Chest up, exhale as you drive. Nice. Woo. 1 more. And transition, good job. Bend over row, left arm. Coming on down. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Elbow high. Ooh, that was nice of Cosmo to visit, but he left a stinky one. You can all be glad that you're virtual. Reach forward, pull through. Those moments when you don't want to breathe so deep. Good. 10 seconds, everyone. Keep that neck nice and long, drawing that shoulder down the spine as you pull that elbow high. Good. Last one. And rotate. Fantastic. Coming on up, let's make it to the right side of the body. All right, starting in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. Option for the squats or just working that overhead press. Excellent. Good job. This will be our last time on this side. End of this first circuit. Good. 10 seconds now. There you go, Jean. Fantastic. And 2, 1, and transition. Making your way to that bent over row. Maybe a couple more on that overhead, Jean. Long stance. 2, 1. Here we go. Elbow high. Breathe in as you reach forward. Get that smooth exhale as you draw that elbow up. Pause in the top. Strong in the midline. Good. 10 seconds now. Excellent. Squeeze and hold. Last one. Reach. Pull it high and set it on down. All right, just the blood flow. We're going to start with the march and punch. So stay nice and tall. When you're ready, draw that knee up, punch across. You can add a little hop to it for a skip. Good. Time that exhale with the punch. Keep those hands high by the shoulders. Wonderful. There you go. Change it up, jumping jacks or step jacks. Woo! Fantastic. There you go. Good. 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and finishing with either that march again or running high knees. Final 15 seconds. We're all done with this circuit. Woo! There you go. Good. Shoulders back and down. Eyes up. And 2, 1. Take that rest. Nice work. All right. Grab a water. Walk it out. As you catch your breath, we're going to warm up a toe touch. Getting ready for some deadlifts next. Draw the belly in, chin to the chest. Just slide the hands down, intentionally allowing your back to round on this one. Once you find your bottom position, breathe, sending air into the back of the rib cage. As you exhale, see your body wants to lengthen slightly more. On that next inhale, make your way on up. Tucking the hips under, standing tall. Good job. Let's open up those hip flexors. Left foot forward, right foot back. Reach those arms high to overhead, bending the right elbow, and watching that arch. Draw the chin in, draw the ribs down, shift that back hip forward, squeezing the glute of that right leg, and then bend towards your left. Breathe in, come back to the top, and gently exhale, taking it into that side bend. Good. 3 to 5. One more. Shake it out. Go ahead and step that back foot forward, behind the back stretch next. Root down into those legs, interlace the hands, lift the chest, send those hips back and pull those arms right over top of the rib cage. 2 to 3 breaths here, opening that mid back. Very good. Come on up when you're ready. And then we'll finish that tricep side bend on your left. So left foot's going to step back. Bring both arms together up to overhead, ribs down, chin in. This time bending that left arm. And we're going to send those hips forward, squeeze that glute, that back leg, eyes up, chest up, and then bending towards your right. Breathe in to lengthen and keeping that back hip pushed forward. Exhale to side bend. 2 to 3 more. Fantastic. All right, from there, we're gonna be working some sumo or suitcase deadlifts, and then we'll be down to the mat for some push-up practice. Onto your back for abs, be 3 rounds through. Thanks for coming, Sharon. We'll see you next time. So whatever you wanna start with for your deadlift, we're gonna be working for 45 seconds on each exercise. There'll be 3 rounds through. We'll have 30 seconds at the end of the round to get back to the start. Something that's light to moderate for you. Your body should be quite warm at this point in time. You can either hold one weight between the legs, or you could have one weight in each hand. It feels more comfortable maybe to be on the outside of the legs. All righty. So bring that weight right between the feet or right outside the ankles, soft bend the knees, and here we go. Hinging at the hips, push those legs, squeeze the glutes and stand. Long spine now as you bow forward. Excellent, good position, Jean. Drawing those shoulders back and down. Good, Kathy, pull that chin in, looking down as you bow forward, keep that neck neutral. And then as we stand tall, stack the shoulders right over the hips, squeeze the booty. Why did I just get kicked off? All right, I'm not kicked off, good. You're still moving, I'm still here. My computers did something weird. 5 seconds, bowing forward, standing tall, in 2, 1, and rotate. We're gonna come down to our mat, working the push-ups next. All right, it's gonna make a nice wide handprint. Might wanna start on the knees. Here we go. When you're ready, as you lower down, draw the elbows back and in, keep the chin in neutral. You're gonna bring your chest all the way down and then drive up from there. If you need to roll to one forearm, you can. If it felt easy to come down on the knees, now you can come to the toes, all the way to the chest. You can push up off the knees or all the way on the toes. If you are gonna drive up off the toes, make sure you're not peeling, meaning we don't want our hips to drop down. We don't want that low back to arch. Drawing the shoulders back, come a little bit closer. That's 30 seconds. Another 15. Yeah, Kathy, those are getting stronger. Good, Jean. Broad chest, good control down. And drive it up. Fantastic. Go ahead and finish that rep. There's our 45 seconds, and we're going to roll onto our backs next. This is already there. All right, on our backs, we're going to work the leg lowering abs. So we're gonna bring our legs up in the air. You can bend the knees. We're focused on that low back position as always, not letting it arch. So with that low back pulling into the floor, rolling the hips back, you'll slowly lower your legs down. Before those hips are gonna roll forward, before that back's gonna lift off the ground, pull the legs back up. So you can have the knees bent, shorten that lever. I'll make it a little bit easier on you to get a bigger range, or when you feel ready, legs straight. Just don't cheat yourself. I'm not there to feel under your low back, but if I were in your living room, I'd slide my hand under your low back and I'd say, push against my hand. Don't give me any kind of relief there. Just push my hand into the ground, pull your spine down. Very good. Do one more. 2, 1, and rest and rotate. We're gonna take about 30 seconds, actually 40 seconds to get back into position. So feel free if you wanna stretch anything out as you make your way up. Back to our deadlifts in 30 seconds from now. Alrighty. And we have 2 more rounds of this. So maybe you have uneven weights. For this next round, you could hold a heavier one in the left hand, a lighter one in the right hand, and then we'll switch it on the second time through. 15 seconds till we begin. If I have weights in both hands, I call it a suitcase deadlift. Feels a little bit better for me to have the weights on the outside of my legs versus with one. Then we call it a sumo. All right, round 2 begins now. Long spine, bowing forward, squeeze the glutes and stand. Good job. You want to think about squeezing those shoulder blades back and together so you don't lose your shoulders forward. Good. You have that soft bend in the knees. Engaging that midline, pulling the belly in. Smooth breathing. Very good. That's 30 seconds, 15 more. Wonderful. Very good. 1 or 2 more reps, down and up, and 2, 1. Transition down for push-ups. Spread those fingers nice and wide as you lower down. And once you get there, you can begin pulling the shoulders back, keeping that nice broad chest as you come all the way to the floor, pushing all the way through. Yep. But have your body straight as a board. Driving those hands into the floor as you keep that midline tight. Think about squeezing your glutes and thighs as you push up as well. Even if you're on your knees, it's going to help engage the whole body. Very nice. Draw the shoulders back. Fantastic. Heck yeah, good. Just watch that you don't start to lead with the head. Pull the chin in, lead with the heart. Chest leads. Very good. 10 seconds left. Now maybe one more good quality rep. Controlling down. Midline strong, driving out. And 3, 2, 1. Onto your back, leg lowering abs. All right, as we have our imaginary whoopee cushion underneath that curve of the low back to ensure we don't let that curve lift up. 2, 1, here we go. Straight legs or bent legs. Racing that mid body. I'm also a little bit using my hands here. I just have my hands up the side, kind of pushing down into the floor. Very good. It's a great exercise. Just close the eyes and feel what your body's doing. Beautiful. Extra credit, you can point those toes. Nice and long, nice and strong. That's our 30-second mark. 15 seconds left. Woo. Very nice. 1 or 2 more reps. Moving with control. And 3, 2, 1, and transition. Fantastic. We're gonna have 30 seconds. We'll be into our 3rd and final round. Woo. Stretch out the front of the body a little bit. We'll get a good stretch in after this next round. All right, 15 seconds till we start. If you were holding 2 different weights, I had the heavier one in the left hand. Now I'm going to switch the heavier one in the right hand. Standing nice and tall, starting those deadlifts in 2, 1, begin. Draw the belly in, send the hips straight back. Excellent. Just practicing those basics, bowing forward, standing tall. Keeping your body moving in all the various planes of motion. Excellent. Very nice. If you do feel any kind of strain in the low back as you're moving, could be a couple of things. Maybe your hamstrings aren't quite long enough to go as far down as you're going, so you could always start to shorten that range of motion just a little bit. Maybe stop with the weighted knee or mid shin. See if that makes a difference. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and transition. Good job. Last set of push-ups. Coming on down, make a nice wide handprints. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. Squeeze that lower body as well. Embrace the whole thing. Driving up. Yes, push-ups are predominantly upper body, but we're also using our midline to stay tight. Good job. Watch that elbow position. We don't want to wing them wide, relatively backing in, and then driving up from there. Good job. Yep, almost 30 seconds in. We have 20 seconds left. There you go, Kathy, perfect fix. Yeah, once you lose that ability to push up well, come all the way to the chest and then roll to a forearm and drive up from there. You'll build strength on that lowering portion. Staying nice and persistent. Beautiful. Last rep, ladies. Once you finish that rep, go ahead and roll on to your back. Final set, leg lowering abs. Alrighty, as you lie on your back, position your shoulder blades so they're underneath the body. Get a nice broad chest. And here we go. Keep the air out of that invisible whoopee cushion underneath that low back. Try not to let the hips roll forward as you lower the legs. Starts to feel a little bit taxing. Remember, you can bend those knees, shorten that lever. You'll still get good activation of the lower abdomen, building that strength. Good steady breathing. Excellent. 15 seconds left. There you go. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Go ahead and hug your legs into your chest. Rock your body side to side. Very good. From here, let's go ahead and extend your right leg straight out. Pull your left knee towards your left shoulder, actively driving your right thigh into the ground, and then take that left leg, draw it across towards your right shoulder. Open up that glute. Breathe here. Then we're going to glide through that hip, opening that hip a little bit more. Good. When you're ready, bring your right leg up to meet, left foot on that right thigh. We're going to hug that right leg in. Use that left elbow, drive out on your left thigh. We're going to have a third circuit, but we got a little bit longer on time today. So we're just going to have a nice, good cool down stretch here. I'm going to add a little bit of midline work as well as we finish up. As you're opening up this left hip, let's go ahead and add the sciatic nerve on the right leg. Extend your leg straight up in the air, pulling the toes towards your face, and then point your foot towards the sky. Pull it back towards your face and keep it engaged there as you bend that knee down and in. Take it through 2 more of those cycles, extending the leg up, toes pulled towards you, point the foot away from your body, pull it back towards you, and as you're pulling it back towards you, that's when you'll bend the knee down and in. Good, take it through 1 more. And down. Very good. In between sides, let's go 5 glute bridges. So set the feet about hip width apart, reset the shoulders as needed, and drive those hips up and forward. Draw the chin into the chest. Hold for a full 3 seconds at the top of each. Holding for 3, and then down and relax. A total of 5 reps. Rest those eyes closed. Open the back of the neck as well, drawing that chin into the chest. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Very good. When you finish those, you're going to extend your left leg straight out and start with the right thigh towards the right shoulder. When you're ready, go ahead and bring it across the body, pulling it towards your left shoulder, gliding through that hip on the left side, or excuse me, on your right side. Very nice. When you're ready, bringing that left thigh up to meet the right leg, figure 4. Just give about first 15 seconds here, hugging the left thigh in, inviting that outer right hip to open. Continue to focus on the breathing in through the nose. And then when you're ready, on the left leg, extending that leg straight up, foot pulled towards your face as you extend that knee, point the foot away, pull it back, and as you're pulling the foot back towards you, bend the knee down and in. Twice more. Very good. When you finish with that twist, go ahead and come out, or not the twist, come out of your figure 4 position. We're going to go back to your first leg, extend the right leg straight out. We're going to bring the left leg straight up, and then we're going to use the right hand to control that left leg, come into a single leg twist, turning your head, looking over that left arm. So left leg comes across, looking over that left shoulder, Use the right leg so you don't go more than you want into the twist or deeper than you prefer. Holding for about 3 to 4 cycles of breathing, and then we'll come on out and switch sides. Good. When you're ready, same thing on the opposite side. Extend the left leg, draw the right leg straight up. Then using your left hand to guide that right leg across, turn the head, looking over that right shoulder. Very good. Once you finish your breathing on that side, we're going to revisit those glute bridges one last time. Bend the knees, set the feet about hip width apart. 5 bridges with a 3-second hold at the top. Close the eyes. Feel your hips open. Feel the back of the neck lengthen and open as well. Good. You really want to think about activating that whole pelvis area, squeezing the bum, engaging that midsection, all the smaller muscles of your pelvis. Use this time to just get it all to fire, wake it all up. Keep those smaller muscles functioning. Maybe one more. When you finish with your bridges, we're going to take it into happy baby on our back. Very good. If happy baby is awkward for you in any ways, you can always just do a double knee to chest. Otherwise, we're going to work the elbows on the insides of the knees as we grab the outer portion of the legs or the bottoms of the feet if you can reach. And then you use those elbows to drive those knees wide and just gently rock your body side to side. Very good. Fantastic. From there, gently come out of that position. We're going to make our way onto our stomachs. So as you lie down on your stomachs, place your hands underneath your shoulders as if you're going to do a push-up again. But this time, we're going to turn the bottoms of our feet up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to squeeze the glutes and just do a few press-ups here. Cobras, lifting the chest, drawing the shoulder blades back, lifting the head up as well. Ensuring that you don't have any pinching that low back. So think about lengthening through the spine as you lift and fire those glutes. Very good. 3 to 5 here. And driving on up. Good. As you finish those, we're going to make our way into a scorpion. I've also seen it as like a cactus position. Take your left hand, crawl it out to the side. Like you want to see how far can you reach out to the left side. Use your right hand underneath that right shoulder, like you're going to do a push-up on the right side. Bend the right knee, lift the right leg, and bring that leg back behind. Squeeze the glute on that right. Invite this front hip to open. Opening the front of that left chest. And you can just relax the head down. Good. Stay in this position with the upper body, but take your lower body. We're going to pull the knees in towards your chest. Your left arm still extended, and then you're just going to try to tuck yourself up and into a ball. Hug those legs in. I'm going to hold 15 seconds here. Still kind of push that right hand a little bit. Keep opening that outer left shoulder, or chest rather. 2, 1, and release. Walk your legs back out. In between sides, we're going to come into child's position. So come on up, bring the big toes together, divide the knees, and we're going to go little fingers together with the palms up towards the sky, and then rock back from there. Nice big breaths in through the back. So one more breath here. And then we're going to come forward and we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So come back onto your stomach. We're going to repeat another set of those press ups, squeezing the booty, hands underneath the shoulders, lifting up, draw those shoulders back and down, lift the head. Good. Up and down about 3 times this time here. Good. Once you finish those, now your right hand this time, I'm going to crawl that right hand straight out to the side. Draw that shoulder back. Use that left hand as if you're going to do a push-up on that left side. Bending the left knee, reaching the thigh back, pressing that head down. Holding here for about 3 breaths, and then we're going to tuck the legs into the chest. Swing around. So still on that side of the body. When you're ready, you'll pull the legs up and forward, drawing those knees into the chest, and then continue to push that left hand, opening that outer chest. Good. 15 more seconds here. Close the eyes and breathe. One more breath. Very good. So to unwind out of that, tucked into that ball position, coming back to all fours, we're almost done. We're going to open up those inner thighs to finish. So from all fours, let's start with your right leg. You're going to kick it out to the side and then gently rock your hips back towards the heel, lower the head down. You can take your right arm and reach across the left side of the body. You can hold this position for a couple of breaths. You can also rock forward and rock back a couple times, inviting that inner thigh to lengthen. Fantastic. When you're ready, walk the right leg in and same thing on the left. These small fours, I'll reach that left foot out. I'm trying to keep that whole foot down. Instead of rolling onto the side of the foot, grip the toes down. And now left hand can gently reach across the midline of the body, rocking those hips back. As always, focus back into the breathing. Free to come out of it and rock back into it. Fantastic. All right, friends, I invite you, if you want to come back into child's position for one final pose, toes together, knees divided, palms down to the floor this time, rock on back. And just take as much time here as you like. Thanks so much for spending some time with us today. Strengthening your body, stretching your body, keeping yourself out of injury. All right, we'll be back here on Thursday. In the meantime, stay healthy and enjoy some delicious vegetables.